What's up everyone, John Rettinger from TechnoBuffalo here with an unboxing for you of the HTC Desire Z. This is the unlocked cousin of the T-Mobile G2. So I say what's up everyone in all my videos, but nobody ever answers me what's up. So in the comments, tell me what's going on with you. Alright, so enough of that. Let's go ahead and dig in and see what you're going to get with your Desire Z. So the folks at clove.co.uk hooked us up with the Desire Z. Let's take a quick look at the box, and then we'll dig in, take a look at the phone specs, and the rest of the unboxing goodness. You've got a picture of the phone on the front with a little bit of its QWERTY keyboard peeking out there from the side. You got nothing on the left. This is your typical HTC box, nothing over there. You got some specs on the back. We'll run through those. Although I do like how it says for platform, it just says Android. Android, the platforms get updated so often that oftentimes these phones, by the time they reach market, aren't accurate anymore with what's printed on the back. So here is the Desire Z. We shall pull it out of the plastic. It's pulled out of the plastic. Push it off to the side. Let's go ahead and lift up the tray, and we're gonna have your usual array of accessories. You've got a power adapter here. It's going to plug into the wall charger right here. It's going to push right in. This one is for European markets here. You can have a US one or use whatever you'd like. It just has a USB port on the end. Charges via micro USB, so any micro USB wall charger you have will work. Here is that micro USB wall charger. And you're also going to be getting a pair of stereo headphones. Let's see if it has a microphone on them. Dun dun dun, without a microphone. So you're going to get just a pair of stereo headphones in the box. Alright, let's go and look at the phone. Push all that business off to the side. In case you aren't familiar with the G2, in this case the Desire Z, let me run through the specs really quickly. This is one of the higher end Android devices out on the market right now. It's got Android 2.2 with HTC's new version of Sense sitting on top of it. It's got an 800 megahertz processor, and don't let that processor speed fool you in this world of 1 gigahertz and now coming 1 gigahertz plus. This is a next generation 800 megahertz chip, which is really optimized the hardware for the software that this runs. This thing is a screamer, one of the fastest phones, in my opinion, on the market. It's got a 3.7-inch WVGA screen with a resolution of 480 by 800. If we go ahead and show this phone's backside, you are going to see a 5 megapixel camera with autofocus and flash capable of shooting at 720p. It's got about a 1300 milliamp hour battery, so you're not going to get outstanding battery life. You're going to want to probably monitor that a bit closely. This does have Android 2.2, so you're going to get full flash 10.1 support. And it's got Wi-Fi, BG, and N. As far as 3G band, it supports European and Asian 3G bands with 900 by 2100. In the US, AT&T uses some of that 2100 band, so you might get a little taste of 3G if you're in the US with this guy. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at the phone. You've got a optical trackpad right there, which can be depressed, so you can sort of treat it like a 5-way joypad. You've got your typical Android buttons across the bottom, and they are capacitive. You can see me right there in the camera. You've got a home button, a menu button, a back button, and a search button. You've got your speaker grill and microphones in their usual places. Left-hand side, volume rocker, micro USB charging port. On the right, camera hard button, and if you want to expose that battery that is hiding underneath here, there is a lever for that. Go ahead and push that lever. This metal thing pops up. There's a battery. It's also where your SIM card is going to have to be inserted. Gonna push in right there. Go ahead and put that back, at least attempt to put this thing on. This is really very heavy, thick metal. HTC devices just have a great sort of industrial feel to them. And this Desire Z is really no exception to that really high build quality that HTC is being known for. Alright, so we've got the back on. One of the cool things about the phone is its full slide-out QWERTY keyboard. Sometimes I forget which way it slides. So if you go ahead and figure out which way it does slide, and you push open, you're going to get a kind of a neat spring-loaded mechanism. Pushes the phone actually up over the keyboard as opposed to sort of sliding it right out on top of it. You can see that right there. And you've got what I consider to be one of the best keyboards available on the market. The keys are spaced out, have a great throw. There's a really nice big spacebar, which I like. Of course, it's in the landscape orientation here. Let's go ahead and peel off this plastic. There we go. Plastic is off. I know you guys hate that kind of stuff. So you got some programmable keys here on the bottom. You can set this for whatever you'd like them to do. If you use something a lot, you can go ahead and set it to do that. So I will go ahead and do a walkthrough and review. Let's go ahead and boot this guy on and see if there's any sort of charge here. We'll take a real quick look at what the new Sense looks like. You may have seen it before, but it does a lot of really cool things that we haven't seen really before on the older versions of HTC Sense. So I'll go ahead and let this boot up and I'll come right back. Alright, so we are all booted up here. Let's go ahead and see if we can make sense of this UI skin. That was super cheesy, I know. Alright, no SIM card in there. We know that because I didn't put one in. Go ahead and slide that down, get the HTC logo, and let's get started. Alright, so it's going to ask for English. We'll just tell it we're in the UK. Going to have to go through some setup here, remove the back cover, insert the SIM card. We'll go ahead and skip all this stuff. Skip. You can go ahead and set up all of your information here, Wi-Fi only, whatever it might be. We'll go ahead and skip all of the setup stuff. Of course, Sense will sync all of your social networks and that kind of business. Use Google. Yes, we want to go ahead and do that. Skip. Finish. And we are going to finally actually be in the UI of the phone. This is going to probably look very familiar for those of you that have used Android HTC devices in the past. Let's go ahead and configuring right now. And this option, this actually new version, is going to give you some customization options that we didn't have before. And all that new customization stuff lives right here with that new sort of paintbrush and palette icon. Go ahead and give it a little click. And this is where you can go ahead and personalize Sense now, which is kind of neat. So before you could obviously change the wallpaper, there were some live wallpapers and widgets. But now you've got a ton of new things that you've got. So let's take a look at some of the scenes we have. So you can go ahead and sort of pick different looks. You can see that things look relatively similar, but the overall feel changes a little bit. So the clock there is a bit different. The bottom stays the same with those three icons. You can go ahead and pick one. You can get more from the HTC Sense website. Let's go ahead and go back. Go ahead and pick whatever one you would like if you want. And there are now skins here as well, which are kind of cool. And that's going to take that one step further than the scenes and actually change the way the operating system looks. So right now you've got sort of that curved three icons across the bottom. You go to the next one, it becomes flat. There's some metallic looking ones, there's some wood ones. I actually like to go ahead and use this sort of metal one. We'll go ahead and apply. And again, you can get a ton more of these. People are actually making their own. There are a lot of really cool choices and ways to very easily customize your Android phone without having to get into the rooting business, which some people is outside of their comfort zone. So here you go. Here's sort of a new look and feel. Of course, you've got the, you can jump to wherever you want. It's called Snap. You can snap to whatever home screen you'd like. You've got all the same widgets that you've been used to on HTC devices. Take a look at what those are real quickly. And there are a ton of them here. All of your social networking, Facebook, mail, music, and just a ton of other choices. Let's go and see what HTC bundles in here in the applications. There we go. Go ahead and pull out the applications tray, and there is a lot of good stuff here. This does support Wi-Fi and USB tethering. Of course, you've got Google Maps navigation, which is an awesome free turn-by-turn navigation choice. There's sort of a lot of good stuff in here, and there's that Wi-Fi hotspot that we talked about. Because, of course, this is an unlocked device, all you gotta do is pop in your SIM card, and you are off in the tethering world. So, guys, I am John Rettinger from TechnoBuffalo. This was an unboxing and first look at the HTC Desire Z. Thank you to the folks at clove.co.uk for hooking us up with this device. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.